at your curriculum, then you will know which gaps you need to fill. Because these curriculums, all the 5 universities, they have gaps. They have gaps. Okay? I know we are beginning to go around again universities to review curriculums in line with CBC. Yeah, we're starting with the UN. It's supposed to be next month. We need to align the curriculums to start. Those grades, something that are coming. So we're going to change that. Okay? Hopefully we can make it better. So understand those two differences. CM farming, the contractor in construction, implementation stage. The PM will come with the plan right from design stage or the year. That is the fundamental difference. That is also what you define in the PE. Is that clear? Okay. You choose which one you want. When I was here, it was clear in my mind from the word go that was going to be a problem. There was nothing else. But I have colleagues, and so many of them, that have gone the contractor route and the new one. Now, do not forget that over the years, we are now having construction management consultancy firms. Yeah? CM consultancy firms. They are there now. And their role, they do consultancy to contractors. There are a lot of firms that have emerged over the past 5 years or so that have come out, and they're run by people like CMs. So instead of running a PM firm like myself, they're running a CM firm. They're focusing on advising several contractors. So you can also go that route and be employed in those, because there are some of you who are just passionate about contract. So the goals are those 2 companies. Okay? Is that clear? Let's go to the roles. So what will you do when you finish them? I mean, I've had that question so many times. Yeah? Yeah. No, I went to attachment, the architect, he asked me what I'm going to do, I didn't answer, saying we are like architects, we are comment. When I sat in the board of South Africa for 4 years, the CM Foundation. They will tell you, in the 90s when CM started, or they started quite high, they used to be called glorified foremen. You glorified foremen. Yeah? When on this corridor, we work all everything, the clerk of works. You know? And the funny thing, those used to call us those names. Now, in my office looking for work, she wants this referral work. Yeah. That was a way of getting back at people fast. Okay? What is the role of a PM and a CM? Because if you understand the role, then opportunities will come up. Because you must understand what you do. What role do you play in the Kenyan built environment and beyond? Okay? Beyond, because we have a lot of CMs, construction managers, credits, business, a lot in business. In Oman, in Saudi Arabia, a lot that I know in those areas. Doing very well. So what is your role? Now, as I said, please do not confuse, because I know the UN curriculum is leaning so much towards architecture. But here's what I agree with you. Any free time you have is studio, interpret. You feel it, studio. And we have complained, we've had these conversations with departments. It's our feeling that we need to change. It's leaning so much into that direction. In my view, the universities that train CM have taught us so much about what other disciplines do, but they haven't taught so much about what we actually do. That is the problem. And that problem for us is here, sorry, curriculum is not changing. We have to feel it in. Because that is what we've not done. It will teach you so much about architecture. It teaches us so much, because the same one I used. It teaches you so much what other disciplines do, okay? But it doesn't really teach you what exactly you want to do. Because for 15 years, I've not touched architecture. I've never touched architecture. But I can tell you, if you scan this country and I want to brag here, there are no better CMs than myself. I've never touched architecture. Are we together? Has it made me a better PM? I will so do. Do you know why? Because it's not your role. It's not your role in practice to do. It's not your role. Someone else needs to do, and you need to look at it. There's a role, and I'm going to step those roles that you are supposed to play. So if you bury yourself in so much in architecture, bury yourself in the M&E drawings that you do in structure, and then you forget about what you're supposed to do, and then you finish and come for an interview, you're going to fail. Yeah, because if it's me, you can't be hired. Because I'm not hiring a technician or someone else architect. I'm hiring an assistant engineer. Are we together? So you have to understand your role. And for most students, because I've been with many and worked with many, most CM students do not understand how they fit in our work. And that is the first strategy of why they keep complaining that it's the wrong course. Very lucrative course. Okay? For avoidance of doubt, in any project, for 15 years that I've worked, in any project, I'm paid the highest. That's why I told you, if you give me those questions, stealers. If you see them, that's where the money is. You understand? Yeah, but you must understand that. There are 10 components of project and construction management. 10 of them. And I want you to understand that. Okay? When I talk about those 10, you must understand the problem. Because the industry wants solutions. Clients want solutions. Anyone that gives that solution, whether there is a law, okay, whether there is a bill, a regulation, clients do not care. They hire you. They don't care. As long as you can give me the solution that I want. Yeah. The industry, the client, the government, those sectors, if you look at those and study it, they want solutions. So if you understand the problem, then you understand the solution. So there are 10 components of project management. I will rush them through because of time. But the three of them, there are three that I talk about the most because they're the most important. Are we together? They are what we call the triple constraints. Time constant? For 3 years. You know, for 3 years, because next month, I'm going to get serious. Yeah? Time constant? But then I will ask you this is what are the triple constraints of project management? Whether you like it or not, I will ask you. There's no PM I'm going to ask you if you know that. Triple constraints. Because they are the bedrock of PM. They are the bedrock of PM, they are the bedrock of a client, and they are the biggest problem in the sector. Okay? They are the problems you were supposed to go and cure. They are the reasons why this course was created. Those three major concepts: time, cost, and quality. Okay? If you get a chance to read these books, I have talked about two of them. Time and cost, how to manage them. Yeah. I didn't talk about quality. We'll talk about one. Time management. 87% of our projects in Kenya are delayed. 87%. Are we together? That is a stability, not big. Is that a problem? Is that a solution you have supposed to cure? Do you understand what you're supposed to do when you go out there, manage projects? And nearly every project we start in this country, we almost guarantee it's going to be. It's once in government. Yeah. So we're told Bowman is supposed to finish in April. Actually, I bookmarked that sheet for everything. I'm waiting for next week package. I bookmarked it. Because from my experience, and I love to be challenged, I do not see the practicality of it. It's complete. Okay? But I'm only talking about time estimation. Maybe I'll come one day and talk about time estimation. How do we try it? But 87% are delayed. 57% of our projects in this country have cost overruns. More than half. The industry is bleeding. Bricks are bleeding. It's like it's calling for Calvary. It needs help. Are we together? Buildings are collapsing. That's a quality issue. That's why I'm saying a man cannot go without a building collapsing, right? Yeah, it's pointing to quality. So when we hear an architect and engineer say, we're going to the CL, I love to say, gentlemen, you are in problem, just look at your projects. You have problem, you need me to come help you. Sorry, apparently you need. Are we together? So you're supposed to manage time, cost, and quality. What is a project? Who teaches project management? Same Dr. Mark. For years, you've done project management by now. You can't tell me you haven't. You know your course is the same one I did, so I know. What is a project? It's one of these project management 101. It's defined in the agreements. There's a agreement. Huh? Yeah, this is from man. What's a project? But I will ask this question in interview. So just I must ask you what's a project because in that definition is your what's a project? Give me it is the most even if you someone translate for me, you know someone can translate. Let's give me this. What's a project? What are the components of a project? Define what?
So it's
Start.
I can try.
Yes.
A project is a unique endeavor with a unique start and end date.
It must have a start and end date. That's when it's a project. Are we together? A project must have a start and completion date. It can't just continue the way we're doing in the sector. In fact, in Kenya construction sector, we have redefined what is a project. It just continues. A project is supposed to end in January. It just continues. 1 year, 2 years, and nobody cares. It's like we've normalized. It's not time over. You're supposed to give her that. And for you to give her that, it's something that I don't talk about here. If one day I come back, how do we estimate time? Because time estimation is one of the biggest problems. If you don't estimate time properly, you will get a time over. Because construction is a science. If you just say, they want to speak out there. What should I do? What? So, as soon as Sheila is certain, we have come to the negotiation meeting with us. So, we asked him, so how long will it take to do this project? This is the great contract. But Sheila, it's easy to find 18 months. It's about 18 months from this day. And I got 15 to be smooth. Somebody say, there is no thought about that time estimation. And then if you only can you find all the projects in the past 20 days, they're estimating a new project and they are learning what we call a human inherent mistake because the planning phase. Yeah, as humans we always overestimate our time. If you have someone, they can be 20 guys 20 days away. It's our human nature. So when you do that, and as a PM, you don't interrogate that 18 months. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. Because it's not thought scientific thought through on how might that each component check, right? Whether you use bottom up or top down, those are time estimations. So that you arrive at this 18 months. Okay? So, for me, when I watch TV and I hear that one say, Darudi hapa mwezi wa sita, I'm not saying this,